Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. Grayscale just announced they are now not accepting new clients into 6 of their biggest trusts, which includes the Bitcoin Trust and also Ethereum Trust. So why did they do this? Is it due to lack of demand or too much demand? In this video, I want to look at the 6 trusts that they have decided to shut down for new customers and also make a determination whether or not this is due to low demand or high demand. Let's get started. Let's first look at this article. Headline: Grayscale temporarily stops accepting new clients into 6 crypto trusts. In case you are not aware, Grayscale offers about a dozen trusts, basically private offerings that allow very rich investors, institutions, or just very wealthy investors to basically put their money in and get exposure to the underlying asset. So if you buy a Bitcoin Trust, you get exposure to Bitcoin. If you buy Ethereum Trust, you get exposure to Ethereum. So what this is denying is if you are a new customer, you want to buy, let's say, $1 million worth of exposure to Bitcoin by giving Grayscale your money, they will tell you, no, unfortunately, you cannot do so at this time. And it's not just for Bitcoin Trust. I'm going to show you in a little bit. It's 6 others. There's 6 biggest ones, Bitcoin and Ethereum and others, right? But this does not stop existing clients from investing more. That's the key thing. A lot of people look at this and think, oh, they're stopping it altogether. No, that's not the case. Only new clients are stopped from joining, but existing clients can pour in as much money as they want. And also the trust that is being sold and traded within brokerages, like for example, GBDC, which is the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, that will still be ongoing, right? So you could still buy that through your brokerage. This is simply halting new clients and new customers from coming in. So let's look at all their trusts together and see which ones are actually shut down to new clients. So if you go to Grayscale's site, this is how you can get into their private offering, their private placement offering. First, you have to be a credit investor. Okay, which means that you must earn more than $200,000 a year or $300,000 a year with a spouse and have a net worth over $1 million. But it goes beyond that. Okay, so for fun, I'm going to select I am a credit investor. So how much do you want to invest per year, right? So they give you under $25,000, $25,000 to $100,000, $100,000 to $1 million, $1 million to $5 million, $5 to $15 million, and $15 million plus. Even if you are a credit investor, but you want to invest a small amount, let's say under $25,000. Unfortunately, you do not qualify to be an investor in Grayscale's private placement. Okay, so too small. All right, let's say I want to invest a little bit more, $100,000 to $1 million. So let's say I'm thinking about putting $250,000, $500,000 down, right? Unfortunately, you're denied, right? So you have to invest more than $1 million for Grayscale to even consider you, okay? So this kind of shows you what kind of clients they have. This is not just for average Joes or even the wealthy. This is for the ultra wealthy. I'm going to select $1 to $5 million. Okay, agree, I am not a robot. Boats, I see 3 boats. There we go. Okay. So which ones are available and which ones are not? So according to this, Grayscale, they closed off their Bitcoin Trust, their Bitcoin Cash Trust, Ethereum Trust, Ethereum Classic, and also Litecoin and this large cap fund trust. So the ones that are available, Horizon, which is a privacy coin, XRP, Stellar, and Zcash, another privacy coin. So there's the 6 biggest ones that they control are shut down. But why did they do this? Is it due to lack of demand or too much demand? Now, JP Morgan has a theory that maybe Grayscale funds are slowing down. And if so, it could prompt a price correction. So I don't know where JP Morgan got this. I think they're just kind of stating the obvious, like, okay, if demand slows down, Bitcoin will correct and so forth, right? But we know JP Morgan actually has been very, very bullish on Bitcoin recently. They talked about how gold will suffer for years because of inflow into Bitcoin and how institutions are selling gold for Bitcoin. So this is one theory, one guess, that maybe demand is so low because of the holiday seasons or whatever, or maybe people are sick of Bitcoin, that Grayscale has shut down 6 of their trusts, right? What's the other theory? The other theory, which I think is more credible, is there is too much demand. There is simply too much buying, so much so that Grayscale may even have a difficult time fulfilling. That's how much demand they have. And why do I think this? Well, let's go back, okay? Let's go back simply a week, okay? And look at how much Bitcoin is within the Bitcoin Trust. So let's go back here. This was published December 15th. So roughly 1 week ago from today, okay? Just 1 week. I'm not even talking about the beginning of December or the whole month, just 1 week ago. Bitcoin Trust was roughly right under $11 billion. And I'm going to just concentrate on Bitcoin Trust for now, not any of the other ones like Bitcoin Cash Trust or Ethereum Trust, although they're very high. So let's look at this. Bitcoin Trust is at, let's just round up $11 billion, okay? So the next time they published was a day later. And now it's 11.5 billion. So you can see within a single day, the Bitcoin Trust added another $500 million worth of Bitcoin. That's a lot. 500 million, okay? So let's go up a day later. It went from 11.5 to 12.9. That, I don't know if you guys could do the math. That is an enormous jump. We're talking about $1.4 billion. So keep in mind, the day before they added about 500 million. The day afterwards, they added about 1.4 billion. That's close to $2 billion already. Now, surely it has to slow down, right? So now you go from 12.7 to 12.8. So did it go down? Did it slow down? It slowed down a little bit, but still it went up to 13, about 13.1 billion. So you're still talking about like another 100 million that went in to the trust, right? Even after it is added 1.4 billion, they added another 100 million. And then look at this. This was published today. Okay, so over the weekend they didn't publish, so they published this today. 12/21. Now they have $13.3 billion within the trust. So they were at 13, barely at 13.1. Now they're at 13.3. So they added basically another $300 million to the trust. So I don't know if you could do the math. So basically within 1 week's span, they have added over $2 billion. In fact, more like $2.5 billion worth of Bitcoin in 1 week. This does not take into account the first week of December or the second week of December. If you add those weeks up, probably pretty substantial. And we still have roughly 1 week left before December ends after this one. So, I mean, there's a lot of money coming into Grayscale. Some of you guys remember that in November, Grayscale made record headlines by grabbing $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. And that was mind-boggling already. And you could see this, right? Total Bitcoin mined in that month of November, about 28,000. And Grayscale themselves bought 55,000. So you're talking about double, right? Grayscale clients are buying double the amount of Bitcoin being mined per day, per month, however you look at it. So going back to the main question, did Grayscale shut down their doors for new clients due to lack of demand, like what JP Morgan is stating, or too much demand that the existing clients right now are buying so much that Grayscale can't even meet those demands? So that is why they're shutting their doors for now to try to play catch up. So what do you guys think? To me, I think it's pretty clear. Grayscale simply shut their doors to new customers because there is just too much demand. There's way too much demand, seeing how much Bitcoin was added on just in December alone. Not even December alone. Within the last week alone, already doubles what they took in for the month of November, which was already a record-breaking month. So as you can see, demand is just too high right now, which is why I think Grayscale shut their doors They want things to cool down a little bit before they allow new customers or new clients in. So that is my opinion. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for my future videos. But while you wait, check out these two others.